how you feel about this. How does this make you feel?
Well, this breaks my heart because we're losing too many young men, African-American young men, and our black boys need to grow up to be black, strong men, okay? And for this guy to shoot this guy like this and then be able to release and go home with his gun and everything, you know, this is not justice, all right? And you know, this is not the way that the American system is supposed to work, all right? And you know, the police are just trying to protect themselves. They should have separated themselves from George Zimmerman because you know, they knew he messed up when they got there. That's why they tested the young man who was dead instead of testing George, so they could cover themselves, okay? And they should have just separated themselves. So look, you know, you screwed up, all right? And they could have just gone down and arrested him and just gone on about and let his attorneys bail him out. But instead, you know, they tried to cover them tracks. And now, you know, now you got all this around the country and it's turned into what it's turned into. And that's unfortunate because another African-American young man is dead.
Thank you.
We want justice. 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 Put your hands in the air. We want justice. We want justice. Stay with me. We want justice. 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 What do you want? We want justice. What do you want? We want justice. I can hear you. We want justice. There are 15 people on the Los Angeles City Council. We have 3 African American representatives in Congress from Southern California. We have about 6 or 7 members in the state legislature. They are there for a reason, to represent the people. This is a prime opportunity for you to reach out to Congresswoman Waters. She's an activist. If she was here in Los Angeles right now, she'd be out here with us right now. And so would Karen Bass. They'd be right here. You need to call them. You need to retweet this. How many people even tweeted that they're out here right now? That's what I'm talking about. You have not even tweeted in Facebook that you're here right now, that LA is representing. You need to start doing that right now. And use the hashtag #MillionHoodies. All right? That's our national hashtag. It's #MillionHoodies with the S at the end. That's what we're going to do. You got it? You're going to call your representative, let them know that you support having Zimmerman arrested, and it's outrageous that he hasn't been arrested.
Yes.
You are going to tweet, you are going to Facebook, you can do it at any other time about your favorite celebrity and what you ate last night. You are going to tweet about this young man losing his life senselessly.
Yes.
Let's have a tweet that's actually worth something, okay? I know the guy was cute. Do that tweet later. Let's send the tweet out about a young man who's not going to be able to be alive to see his 18th birthday. That's right. Whose mother is on a media circuit right now telling the entire world how her son was brutally murdered. As African American people, we owe it to her as a mother. We owe it to our own mothers and sisters.
Yeah.
We want everybody.
Come on! Say it loud! What? I'm backing up proud! Friends from Marcus Garvey, y'all! Say it loud! What? I'm backing up proud! Dr. Martin Luther King, y'all! Say it loud! So what? I'm backing up proud! Friends from Frederick Douglass, y'all! Say it loud! What? I'm backing up proud! Put your fist in the air, come on! segregation, 400 years of discrimination, 400 years of second-class citizenship. We ain't taking it no more. Keep your fists in the air. Don't be right there. Like you care. Come on, y'all. For KJLH, our black radio station. Brother Stevie Wonder, y'all. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Our activist brother Najee Ali, y'all. Hey. For all the black mothers in southern Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Harlem, New York, all the people everywhere. Yeah. Change.org, and make sure you sign the petition. Online, make sure you go on change.org, and Congresswoman Maxine Waters, number 323-757-8900. 323 area code 757-8900. We are encouraging you to reach out to your family members, especially these young kids, and speak about what's going on right now. Let them read what is happening in Florida to this black family. Let them read what has happened to this young black man that was 17 years old, who was targeted because of the color of his skin and the clothing that he was wearing, and was considered a threat. And not just approached, was shot and murdered. And that his killer is still walking the streets. Make sure you reach out to your nieces and your nephews, and you have them Google what is going on, because if there is ever a time to stand, the time is now. And if you don't inform your kids on what's going on, they will continue to be a part of this nonsense. But they need to know that the fight is not amongst ourselves. The fight is among those who fear us. The fight is for those that fear us as a race, as a color, and as unity. This has been going on in Florida far too long with the elect ballots. I heard some information that the sheriff's son his son was arrested for beating up a black homeless man. So this has been going on in Florida far too long. Not just in Florida, but in our own community. And we have now had enough. Too much is enough.
And we got to stop judging our own babies, honey. We got to look at our own kids and know that they are kings and queens. We have to tell them they are kings and queens. We can't look at that young man sagging at that bus stop and think he's less than, but then we want the white man to see him how we refuse to see him ourselves. So don't you tell me about no Zimmerman where we got Raisha and Miss Smith and Miss Rose saying, look at that little boy. Look at that little boy. Let me tell y'all are here today for Trayvon, but let me tell you, they got Trayvons all over this nation. And if I judge them, then everybody's gonna judge them. I have dedicated 22 years of my life trying to uplift these black kids. What you doing? What you doing? I'm not hiding in my house in South Central and saying I can't talk to them gangbangers. That's not me.
Okay?
That's not me.
They children.
What about you?
They're not
so you want to judge Zimmerman? Turn that mirror on yourself, black people.
Come on.
These are our babies.
Come on.
If they die at that bus stop, are we going to be out here rallying?
Come on.
If my brother calls my brother a nigga, is that satisfactory to you? What about you? What about you?
No.
You cannot kill somebody if you calling them brother or sister.
Thank you.
But if we continue to judge our own babies,
and call
that Zimmerman and the stand your ground law is gonna hold. See, I'm not asking no questions, baby. I'm questioning answers. So you can file for the okie doke if you want to. And when they take this man and they charge him with involuntary manslaughter, are you going to be satisfied? So, let's look at this. Let's look at this. What precipitated this man following this young black boy? Was it racial profiling? Or was it a law that allowed him to stand up on the street on a rainy day in Florida? I'm a Southern girl. And it's torrential rains. And when that young brother ducked in that apartment to get away from that rain, that man didn't go home. He followed him some more. But what precipitated him following that child was the fact that he had the law on his side. Now, how many of you today know about the stand your ground law? How many of you know that 21 states has a stand your ground law, including the state that I was born and raised in?
23 states.
So, if I tell you the minute I walk out my door that I am covered by the law,
come on.
This is not an accident.
Come on.
This is not an accident that this man went out that door and knew that he was covered by that law.
Real talk.
It could be racial profiling. It could be a law that stands on his side.
Yes.
And I don't care whether he was black, brown, green, purple. He killed a child. I don't care if that child was black, brown, green, purple. He's a child. And if we lost a legacy, name one thing that that child could have done and he's not going to get to do. That's my child. That's your child. But I don't stand and judge my babies. We need to turn around, especially all of y'all folks, baby boomers. There's a reason why y'all wasn't singing Fight the Power That Be, because y'all don't know nothing about it. Not me. I'm more Malcolm than Martin. I'm more Farrakhan than Al Sharpton. By any means necessary. I grew up at the foot of the Black Panther Party. I ain't scared. You scared?
No.
What you gonna do on November? What you gonna do? There's a reason why those legislators were able to pass those laws. Because we would sleep at the wheel. Y'all better wake up. Wake up.
That's right. He followed that young man. He stalked that young man. Care about no law? That's right. I don't care about no law either. I don't care about no law. We gonna stand if this situation calls our community to come together and rally for a cause, then that's exactly what it's going to do. If that situation helps our community become a better community, then that's why we're here. We're not just here for that. We're here as a community to say no more. No more. We're going to communicate with our kids. We can no longer allow our black men to die of a senseless crime, to be murdered in these streets. The time is now. And I can't think of a better way or reason to stand for a young black innocent man. That's why I said make sure you go home and talk to your kids. Call your nieces and your nephews and your cousins and make sure they know about this, because kids today, they don't want to hear about this. This is too much for them. But as parents, as leaders, as students, and as teachers, it is our responsibility to take hold of the situation and tell our kids to sit down. And you gonna listen. You gonna read this. You need to know, because some of the stupid mistakes that they do make, they're not aware of the stuff that goes on. They don't understand why our passion is so strong. They don't understand why we are rallying so hard right now. They are just in their own land, in their own world, doing their own thing. But it is our responsibility. We have a cause that we are all on the same page. We are all upset for the same reason right now. Right now.
Okay, hello everybody, my name is Shy Austin. Okay, and two people in here. Another thing at change.org, there's also a petition. You wanted to know what you can do right now? There's a petition over 1 million signatures. You can sign that petition. That petition has been put up for you to sign. for them to go ahead and arrest this man. Because of course we can talk about the issue all day, but if you want to do something immediately, that's what you can do right now. Change.org. You just go on the website, click on sign the petition. It's the first petition up there because it has the most signatures. Make sure that that is done.
And go to these politicians. Go to these politicians. Where are these artists in LA right now? Where are the Lakers? Who's not masked? Everybody should be masked right now. Where's Dr. J in high school? Where are Where are they? Everybody should be masked. The Kardashians should be here. They love our men. Where are they? We should all be standing. The time is now. The time is now. Get up. Change.org is one thing, but you need to reach out to these politicians, these elected officials who say they represent us. The time is now for them to stand up and represent us. This is the perfect case. This young man was no threat to anybody. He was walking the street. Angela Davis said, me today, you tomorrow. No justice, no peace. Fight the power.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Cynthia Keller. I'm coming and protesting about this young man's life. It could have been my little brother, it could have been my son. And yo quiero justicia por ese niño que se fue hacia mi hijo o mi hermano. Es no está bien que pasó, and it's not right what happened. We have too many young people in LA dying. There's too many people in Florida dying because he was black with a hoodie. It could have been me walking down the house because it's cold, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna put my hoodie on because it's cold. You're gonna shoot me and beat me up? It's not only because of my color of my skin, but because of who I am. That's not right. That's racism. It's racism. We need to be more justice. We need to look before we do something. Think before we do something. And I'm representing the Yo-Yo School Hip Hop as well. No sabía qué pasó. Estamos aquí en Leimert Park representing ese chamaco que pasó, murió por nada. Trayvon, but we want justice. We want him incarcerated for what he did.
I'd just like to say to all our brothers and sisters out here, we need to stop the violence. We need to pay attention to our loved ones. We need to show love and concern for each and every one of us. And stop all this non-violence between each other. That man had a gun, a non-violent gun. He took a gun out to a young man. He's supposed to be a person that's supposed to be looking out for everyone. Instead, he took a gun out to somebody instead of reaching out and trying to figure out, do you person actually belong here? And instead, he took a gun out and just shot him for no apparent reason. If that was a black person, they just would arrest him automatically. They didn't even arrest him. They let him go. So what kind of justice is that? You know, in the near future, you want to have a lookout. People don't want to get involved anymore. And this is why they don't want to get involved for things just like this. We need to be together with one another, in accordance with one another. Things like this wouldn't take place and happen to each other. And with that, I'd just like to say, we need to reach out more, because they don't understand. In the unity as a whole, we do more as a whole than we do separately. It takes stuff like this for us to come together as a whole. It shouldn't have to take things like this for everybody to come together as one, united. We should be united each and every day, from businesses to schools to our children. From the old school, we should look out for each other, our neighbors. If somebody did something wrong, the neighbor saw it, the teacher saw it, everybody saw it. Now we turn the other way. We wait for somebody to get killed or something tragic to happen for us to come together as a whole. So we need to stop waiting until something tragic together happen and come together as a whole as one.
Then we don't give Stevie Wonder all the love he deserves. Is it okay or is it a crime?
Yeah, I think Mr. Zimmerman needs to be put in jail, behind bars, under the prison. I mean, this black man was a young black man just running around minding his own business. He was doing nothing wrong, no crime whatsoever. I think this crime needs to stop, man. This crime really needs to stop. And justice has been done. Trayvon has been justice.
Who's that crying?
Trayvon Martin!
Who's that crying? hands.
Trayvon Martin.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. How you doing?
Good evening, brother.
Who out here feels strong this evening? Give big props to my brother who has organized us and brought us together. And we appreciate so much Najee, who's brought us together, and others, our leaders and pastors and clergy, those who've been named, and my good sister Molly Bell, who knows how to put it down and speak truth to power. And I want to thank all of you for being here this evening and making your voices heard, making it so that the helicopters aren't trying to see us because somebody died, but because we live. The reality is, we're here together not just mourning the loss of Trayvon, but we're also lifting the many sons who are still with us. Amen. Because we're saying tonight ain't gonna happen no more. This evening we're saying we're not going to have another incident where we hear one of our boys on a 411 or 911 tape crying out for help, saying, somebody help me, somebody help me, and then a gunshot and then silence. The real crime is if we were silent, and if we didn't hear the voice of our sons crying out, help me, help me, help me, help me. Every time they flunk out of school, they're saying, help me. Help us. Every time they snort cocaine and die of an overdose, they're crying what? Help me. Every time we see them in the back of a paddy wagon, what are they saying? Help me! Every time we go to a funeral and they're laid out and we're taking pictures of them, what are they saying? Help me! And damn it, that's what we're here to do tonight. I want to encourage you not to let the silence our voices. It's not so much what we do when we're angry, but what do we do tomorrow? And what do we do next week? It's not just when the cameras are showing and the helicopters are hovering, but I want to salute all the mothers and fathers who see about your sons and who take care of your sons and daughters, who listen to them and talk to them. I want you to let this be a wake-up call. Listen to your boys when they tell you they're feeling angry about something. Let them talk to you. Stop being so busy making $1 to make something holler, and listen to your son and let him be number one. Learn how to listen. And maybe the next time we come together, it's at a graduation. Maybe the next time we come together is because one of them is running for office. Maybe the next time we come together, one of them is being like my boy Najee, organizing community to make something happen. So when they cry out, we're going to listen. And we're going to say that not one more of our boys will be murdered. Not one more of our boys be shot down in cold blood. Not one more of our boys be needlessly gunned down. Because we say today, we hear you, we love you, and we will protect you. Come on, give God some praise in this place, and let's stay together. God bless you, I love you. God bless you, Pastor. Thank you, Pastor Logan. Next, we'll have another longtime community leader, Brother Tory Reese from the Family Organization. Give Brother Tory a hand. Hey, Brother Tory. We stand here today on the shoulders, repeat after me, of Harriet Tubman, St. Marcus Garvey, St. Paul Robeson, St. Malcolm X. We got so many people we stand on their shoulders today, so we're not by ourselves. The ancestors are with us today. Quick history lesson. In 1908, Jack Johnson won the first heavyweight championship of the world for black people. And there were riots all over this country. They tried to dehumanize him. He spoke 7 different languages. Paul Robeson, who was a Rhodes Scholar, who was a linguist, who was a singer, an actor, a multi-genius. They tried to dehumanize him, took his passport, so you can't make no more money. Wow. all down through history, black brilliant men and women have been dehumanized. We got a black man in the White House right now. And we need 4 more years. We need 4 more years from him. We're trying to dehumanize him right now. So it didn't just start with Trayvon Martin. It started in 1955 when they took that little black boy from Chicago who went to Mississippi named Emmett Till and took him to strip him of his humanity. And his mother cried. And our mother's been crying too much for too long. And we're tired of that. And now what we have to do is we have to understand that dehumanization can't come from us. So we got to stop calling ourselves niggas, bitches, and hoes. Our black men have to stand up and take care of their families. We got sons and daughters out here. If you can't get along with the mother, go grab your sons and your daughters and love them. Don't leave your families and sisters. Stop coming down so hard on the brothers who are trying, all right? Let's come together, unify, and keep ourselves together. Everybody throw your fist in the air and say, I am love, I am power, I am beauty, I'm black and I'm proud. Everybody hug somebody and say, I got to love you to love myself. Hug somebody, everybody. Thank you. Love, peace, and soul.
And I am out here representing Trayvon and all the other young men that have been brutally either killed or beaten for no reason at all, simply because of the color of their skin. I am a proud mother. My son here, is 20 years old, and he, just like Trayvon, is a good kid. Looked like a baby at the age of 17. Does well, and is a beautiful son. I am so upset about this whole thing. I can't even sleep at night. I am here representing the mothers of the slain, the mothers of the ones coming up, and just our whole community, and hoping that we can get, things the way they should be. I am really so upset I can't even speak right now, but I'm here. Where are you?
Tell me how this makes you feel.
Makes me feel good to see people come together on an issue that's so pressing in our community and stand together, and because it's just wrong what happened to Trayvon Martin, and this guy should be in jail, he should be arrested, he should have been arrested at the scene and he wasn't, but we're here standing strong, and we're praying that, that he goes to jail and justice is served.
If you have some energy after that's all over,
he could have been any one of our sons.
Why don't you pick up
he
the
represents
phone and
every son in America, black, white, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. I will be so glad when justice is served, so that we can come together,
always being here for the community.
Celebrate that, instead of rallying so that he can be arrested. And it's sad.
Thank you, Jasmine Cannon.
It really breaks my heart.
I would be remiss if I did not recognize a legend, a living legend standing right in front of me, Miss Barbara Morrison, legendary vocalist. Hey, I don't want us to forget about what's really going on. I already know us is out here for Trayvon. Everybody say, hey, Trayvon. Yeah. But one thing I just want to say, this one thing, that, hey, one of my partners died on Crenshaw and Slauson last night. Another partner died last night on Western and 45th. And I think we really forgetting what's really going on. I'm glad we done came together. I'm not sure is it because is it a white man that killed a black man? I'm not sure is it a white man that killed a black man. But guess what? Today, black men is killing black men today. You understand me? We need to be out here every day, not just one day, because what happened in Florida, I'm going to say one thing. My name is Silas Terrence Williams Sr., and I'm going to say one thing. Hey, you got a son that's dead, you got a daughter that's dead, you got one that's dead. Hey, we need to be out here every day. Fuck, I mean, my bad, but I'm just going to keep it 100. We need to be out here every day letting these people people know we ain't going for this. We ain't going for the po-pos killing our people today. You know what I mean? We're talking about now. What you say? Now. Now. Not just a white man killed a black man, but it's black men killing black men today. So we need to wake up and not just step up today. This shit needs to be going on every day. And let these people know we ain't having it. We need educators, legislators, presidents, senators, congressmen. Here today, our black men is doing the same thing today. And we need to be out here every day and let them know we ain't having it no more.
To have so many people come out and support today, and thank you to all of my friends, my Facebook friends and friends who came out, all 270 who came out to represent and brought your children, I'd like to take the time to let the kids speak.
If we don't stand for something, we will fall for anything. If we don't stand for something, we will fall for anything. So Trayvon, I am just so sorry of what happened to you. We are here fighting for you. We are fighting for you. We will stand for you, and we are not going to let this happen. We are all here because we are educated on this. We will not let this go on. We are black, we are educated, we are everything. All right? That's right. So I just wanted to say that. That's right.
My name is Cody. I'm little, but I like to
Pick him up.
Trayvon was so young to die. So young. He needs to get a life. But this was madness. He needs a life to live. He is young. He is black. He is smart. He's living. Why would somebody kill a young black boy if he was just 17 and he was wearing a hood and he was intelligence. We have Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We got Rosa Parks. We got a lot of black people who gave us this future for now. Trayvon, peace of our hearts. When he dies, we die.
But I am Trayvon Martin. I look like Trayvon. I'm the one that would be racially profiled if I was walking around. But you would never know that I have a degree from Harvard. You would never know that I work at an investment bank. You would never know that by the way I look. But as you can see, we're very powerful. That young man just spoke because Trayvon Martin is all of us. It is something that we have to take this energy and not just get upset and be mad and yell and scream and fight about it. We have to do something with what we have in our power. The people that made this particular law were elected. That's because people voted for them. You have the right as an American citizen to get out there and vote and change things. Barack Obama can't do it by himself. He cannot do it by himself. It takes every last one of us that are 18 years of age and that have something to say to actually go out to the polls and do something. This story devastates me. I left my job today when I heard about this, right? I said, I gotta come out here. I gotta come out here and support. I gotta stand with my people. But we also have to recognize the brown and white and yellow and orange brothers and sisters that are out here too. Because this is not a black issue, y'all. This is a citizen issue. The application of that law was egregious. The way in which they did this situation is so foul. That's where the anger is coming from. And we have to do something about it. That young man that just spoke right before me, I'm so moved, I just want to cry. It was amazing. And we cannot let that type of thing die. We can't let it be snuffed out and killed. Okay? So y'all take this energy. Y'all stay strong and you do something so that Trayvon and me can continue to live.
The 12 pages with 12 gauges. Our moms cry at night because they can't save us. In the hood you can't sleep because violence rages. So our dreams are obsolete as the war wages. And the drug dealers, they stack chips like Vegas. So crime pays, we strapped, we black, not brainless. When we from the boys in blue, don't stop the tasers. We get shot in cold blood like monkeys they cages. And deep down you don't know we've been crying for ages. No matter ball player, the millions they pay us, you is making money, no minimum wages. We just hope you help out the ones who ain't make it. But it takes more than money to cover your bases. Since our community, one of the basics. Look at the Jews were protected by David. And still today there's no loyalty fading. Don't stop now, nah. Don't fall down, nah. But if you do, look around. Your brother's right there to pick you off the ground. My sisters, my brothers, when we don't stop hurting each other, moving forward, let's help one another. Cause if one's left to pass, we all suffer. Slavery's not abolished, it's just been polished. We too caught up in bullshit to pass the knowledge. Whether you black in the streets or you up in college, degrees don't change your pedigree, please stop acting snobbish. Doctor, King of Dre, lineage of sharecroppers. Do not think for a second the pain you harbor ain't felt by your brothers in the pen or ones in Harvard. We in the same battle, just different fronts. 4th and 1 and we ain't never gonna punt. After play that I ain't never gonna bunt. Play it like my last need, I only say it once. Now stick together, there's no I in team. Cliche as old as the American dream. But what it all really means if we don't stick together so our people redeem.
And I'm a revolutionary. And I'm not happy on saying this. I am the people. I am not the pig. I'm not down with it. I have to face looking at those bloody pictures. I do not like that. Okay? I see those cops coming over here looking at us, doing what we do, looking at us through those radio systems. Well, what's up with that? Not the cops. Oh, not the cops. It's the people, not our people. Oh, no. It can be in any race. Black, yellow, red. If we don't stand for something, we gonna fall for everything.
Hi, my name's Ken Fusar, and I have something to say. I think we need to tell everybody about this. We're talking about our black community, we need to tell Hispanic community, we need to tell the white community, we need to tell everybody about this. We need to get everybody involved. We have this small group here, but we have a whole LA County out there. Here we are talking about this. You need to go to your schools, you need to tell your parents and tell their teachers, you need to bring it to the classroom. Be like, here's this kid was murdered for no reason. So we're walking around getting the juice. That's not justice. We're getting Skittles. We revolve this whole state, this whole country off of justice and independence, and we tell them, God, go be independent, go get what you want. He was being independent and he got shot for it. He got shot for no reason. We need to bring it up to everybody. Tell everybody, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell them to tell them, their friends. Don't just sit there, Facebook, Twitter, my mom's website, Urban Game Changer, go on there. If you need to come up here and give your own opinion, go on there and give your opinion. Go to any website they name out. Go to anywhere, just give out your opinion.
When you tweet, or go on your Facebook, or when you speak, we are asking for an arrest. We want this man arrested. When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? No justice. No peace. And with no peace, we will not sleep. I'm going to pass it over to Najee. My name is Yo-Yo. It's a pleasure to be out here. You should give yourselves a round of applause for fighting for a cause that is dear to our heart. Make sure you talk about it with your kids. Make sure you discuss it. Make your kids read about it and discuss it with them. It is now time to talk racism. It is now time to talk racism with your children. Get them off of the internet and off their Facebook and make them sit down and understand that this is something that we should stand for. You should tell your kids, whenever you need to know when to stand, you look at this situation, you say, this is when we stand for situations like this.
Thank you, Yo-Yo. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Who's that crying? 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 All right, we're willing to work with 21 states, all 21 states that have those stand your ground laws. We want to get rid of them. We want to make sure they enforce them.
And we need to start it.
We don't need to have the Ku Klux in law enforcement. Up with justice, down with Ku Klux.
I want to say I represent Urban Game Changer. Keep in mind, if you're an independent, if you're a libertarian, if you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, we want to hold them all accountable. We're not just going to hold one side as far as the Democrats. We're going to hold the Republicans accountable. We're going to hold the Green Party accountable. I am a Republican. I'm a Republican in California, and I want them to be held accountable. It is up to us to get out there and get to vote and make these people right.
After the LA riots? All right, I'm Keith Peddler. I'm from the East Side Pyru. I don't bang no more. I'm a general though, and I'm conscious. And I just want to say to all my Crip brothers, and to all my blood brothers, and to every brother that's done had to ride together up in them penitentiaries, y'all know what we do, and you know how we do it. We ain't against each other in the pen, so we need to stick together out here. And to you young brothers out here, I'm 50 years old, and by the grace of God, I'm here now. I did 10 years, and we got too many of our black people locked up in that penitentiary. They not letting you get out. I want to tell you young brothers, gang banging is dead. Let it die, man. Let it die, man. Let it die. Let it die for Big Cookie. Let it die for Pudding. Let it die for these brothers that's resting. But I just want you brothers to know it's time to man up. It's time to man up. It's time to be down for your children that you get these sisters pregnant by. It's time for you to know who the true creator is. I want you to know that the God of Israel is not for one group of people. And the Jew is the original black man. I want you to know that Yeshua is a brother. But I want you to know that God is coming soon. All you got to do is ask him to deal with Babylon. Pray for justice. Stop begging the devil for justice. Go to your creator in your closet and seek him. He did it for me. He can do it for you. God is able to bring justice. So I just want y'all to know, to the Bloods and Crips that's real, keep pushing that truce. We still got brothers that's kicking it. The truce is not dead with the real OGs. It's the young YGs and the BGs that we gotta reach. So black man up. Black woman, support the real black man. Peace, one love. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. want to have a young college student?
How many of y'all familiar with the name Malcolm X? Well, Malcolm X tells us that the passport to the future is education. So the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. I'm a proud alumni of the best university in the world, the largest black university in the world, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. During my 4 years as I matriculated through FAMU, we were taught to lift as you climb. To lift as you climb. So as we move forward in life, to help the other black person. My professor and I were talking on Facebook. We said, what can we do? Facebook statuses aren't enough. They weren't enough. So we decided to start a campaign. We decided to start a campaign, and we're sending bags of Skittles to Sheriff Bill Lee. People used the family center, Santa Monica, and I partnered up, got envelopes, and sent bags of Skittles to Sheriff Bill Lee to show them that united we stand. Despite the stereotypes, despite any accusation they have as black people, united we stand. This happened in 1955 with Emmett Till, thank you, sister. This happened in 2006 with Martin Lee Anderson in Florida. The man got beat to death on camera, and nobody will serve justice. It happened again in 2012. This cannot continue to happen. I have 6 brothers. Trayvon Martin could have been one of my brothers. So I'm going to give you all the address to Mr. Sheriff Bill Lee. And I need everybody I want you to send an envelope of Skittles, and I want you to tell 5 people, and I want them to tell 5 more people, and I want them to tell 5 more people. So I'm going to give y'all this address. I hope y'all got pens and paper ready. We got to get some justice made. His name is Sheriff Bill Lee, Stanford, Florida. That's SANFORD, Florida. And the street address is 815 West 13th Street, Stanford, Florida, 32771. I'm going to give that to you one time. I want to see everybody's phones out, texting the address. I want to see pens and papers. That's Sheriff Bill Lee, 815 West 13th Street in Sanford, Florida, SANFORD, Florida. The zip code on that is 32771. Thank you so much, and go Rattlers. Thank
you. You know, Dr. Martin Luther King once said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are out here because we are mad and angry at what has happened to Trayvon. No. We have got to send a word. I want you to spread the word, what you heard, that it's time for us to now galvanize and mobilize each other around this issue. This bill cannot stand. So what we're asking you to do, we're asking you to repeal, to write, to text, to repeal Stand Your Ground bill that was passed by Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush passed that bill. Stand Your Ground law needs to be repealed. It should not continue to stand. Why? Because that could have been any one of us. And what I have found out is that George Zimmerman is now being protected by the police with his gun. He should have been the gun should have been taken away from him. When he killed Trayvon, he was walking around saying, what did I do? Oh no, what did I do? Walking around like that as the police officers was watching him. All I'm saying to you is that we are at a time in our lives where you have Al Sharpton and you got all of us. And now they are running scared. They're the 1%, we are the 99%. And we got a voice. And for the last 400 years, we have been fighting against racism. Racism is really serious in America. And they continue to talk about, and they continue to try to divert the real situation. So now, what I'm saying to you is that when we look at Trayvon, we're looking at a boy who was asking and pleading for help. And he was on the phone with his girlfriend. And they cannot find a cell phone till today. This happened last month, guys. This is over 20 days old case. And 26 days. And the most important thing is that the parents had to go to the police and file a lawsuit in order to get the 911 tapes. It wasn't until the 911 tapes came that we were able to see and hear the cry for help. And so what I'm saying to you, we have got to be able to spread the word that we cannot continue to allow this. We must repeal Stand Your Ground bill. It must be repealed. There is so much that has to be said here, I can't even begin. But at the same time, Nige, at the same time, there is a lot of things going on in our community. Next month, as you know, will be the 20th anniversary for the civil unrest. And that will be Georgiana on Florence and Normandy. Also, tomorrow, Saturday, I won't be able to be there, but the folks up in Hollywood are going to have a big rally. We need to show our presence to let them know that we're in solidarity. And thanks for the support that you guys in Hollywood are doing for us.
And someone kills someone and they don't get arrested? What's going on here? What is going on? But I also really just wanted to say that I am so inspired and empowered by the mobilization that you all are doing here in Los Angeles and around the country. I just have so much hope but I just ask you guys, please don't let this stop. Don't, like, in a week or 2 or 3, don't be like, okay, I vented, I got it all out, okay, no, we need to keep this going. We can't stop, you know what I mean? Just because we have a black president does not mean racism, that doesn't mean that racism is not alive, And, I have a little sister almost the same age as Trayvon, and it breaks my heart, that children are being killed all the time. Tell me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Tell me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Tell me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Keep it up. Don't stop, guys. Love you.
We got some people already on the show. They got no rules for it.
Defend yourself, defend your own life. You don't have to wait for the police to save you. They're not going to save you. You don't have to wait for the police to come get your enemies. You know what I'm saying? To take them to their jail, to their court.
What do you think about this, man? How you feel?
What I think about it is kind of like similar things, almost similar things, or the same issues as with the police. However, this was just done out of probably racist attitude toward the concepts or thought processes of how people believe and feel about African American males in general. It's no different than racial profiling, and when an officer or somebody kills an African American, whether it's an African American killing another African American. I just think it's the image that African Americans have, even amongst themselves, that was created years ago from oppression and slavery. So this demonstration here I think is great, but I think that all ethnic groups should be out here for the purpose of the young brothers and young kids themselves, just kids in general.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I am so happy of the outcome. I'm so glad that Southern California decided to come out and represent in values, because that's what it's going to take. We are fighting for the arrest of this murderer that killed this woman's innocent child that was walking the streets of Florida based on his race. Talking about racism and injustice. Today, Los Angeles showed up and we showed out. We are looking for an arrest. Thank you to all of our friends who came out to support. No justice, no peace.